Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, yes. William Ruto was earlier today shocked to find himself addressing an empty Uhuru Gardens. Nairobi residents gave that Mashujaa Day celebrations a wide berth. And William Ruto's team are now blaming the system for having conspired to make sure Kenyans never attended that Mashujaa Day celebrations. There is a well-known Kenya Kwanza blogger by the name Gordon Opio. He has posted a very long post, but we'll just have to look at some areas I feel are relevant for our discussion here. Gordon Opio. Let's jump to the second paragraph. Established systems like that entrenched in Kenya can make life very difficult for a new president. The deliberate things done in the past few weeks are just pointers to the scheme. For instance, on every national celebration, the organizers ensure that there is sufficient information about the venue of the celebration. They also provide facilitation for attendance from various stakeholders. They ensure that new venues like Uhuru Gardens have adequate public transportation. But this time, there was deliberate silence and conspiracy by the media to depict the event as a failed one. The price of sugar has nearly doubled, yet there is no rational explanation, etc. That's a Kenya Kwanza diehard. And you can now see the feeling within Kenya Kwanza. They are now admitting that Kenyans gave that Mashujaa Day celebrations a wide berth. That's one thing they are confirming. They are not denying that. In this video, as usual, I want us to understand the story behind the story. If you are watching us for the very first time, subscribe, give this video a like. Yes. Number one, that post by Opio confirms that Kenyans and most so Nairobi residents gave that Mashujaa Day celebration a wide berth. And it's good, even the government and the Kenya Kwanza team realize that. It's not just a fabrication. It's indeed true that Kenyans gave that celebration a wide berth. The question now begs, why? Why did Kenyans give that celebration a wide berth? If you look at Nairobi residents, quite a good number of them are informed, they are educated and learned. They know when a government is performing and when a government is not performing. Giving that celebration a wide berth, they were just telling William Ruto that they are not happy on how William Ruto is running the government. William Ruto is handling government affairs. That was the clear message. They are not happy with William Ruto's government. That's why they gave that government function a wide berth. And it's also very interesting that this is the first government function being presided by William Ruto as the president. Naturally, it's expected that Kenyans should be still more optimistic and very much excited of maybe attending an event being presided by their new president. But it comes out that maybe Kenyans are not interested. Kenyans are already tired and fed up with William Samoei Ruto. It's as if they're telling him, Maliza Wende. Yes. Number two, Gordon Opio is cleverly blaming William Ruto's government but indirectly. He is just afraid to say that the government made a mistake here and there. All those issues Gordon Opiyo is raising, he is just pointing at the government failures, William Ruto's government failures, that they were not able to put in place mechanisms to make Kenyans attend that event. But Gordon Opiyo is also not understanding one thing. Even without the government putting in place mechanisms, if Kenyans love their government, even without being escorted to that event or being facilitated to that function or event, they will themselves volunteer to attend that kind of an event. Yes. So actually Gordon Opiyo here is just also missing the point, but it's good. He is raising that he is cleverly blaming Ruto's government for not putting in place proper mechanism. So already he is confirming that William Ruto's government is not working properly. And those remarks by Gordon Opiyo again just proves and shows clearly the kind of disorganization in William Ruto's government. Total disorganization. A William Ruto's government that cannot even coordinate well. A government function. And for those who have been following me here, I've always maintained that even though William Ruto is putting a brave face, that he is in control, William Ruto is totally confused. He does not know on how to run the government. Even the high cost of living Kenyans are currently experiencing, even though William Ruto is saying that he is in control, he knows how to handle it, Ruto does not know on how to handle the skyrocketing cost of living Kenyans are going through. In fact, William Ruto is just there, waiting maybe for manna to drop from heaven and things to maybe be okay. He does not know on how to handle the situation. And Gordon Opiyo again, from that post, is just confirming that kind of disorganization. And also, if you look at that post, I believe that's the usual William Ruto and his team. Always finding excuses and people to blame, scapegoats. If you look at William Ruto's brand of politics, that's how he has been playing his politics. And now even his foot soldiers are now trying to copy from the master. Blame games, looking for scapegoats. When Raila Odinga joined Uhuru Kenyatta, William Ruto was blaming the handshake for blocking Big Four agenda. Immediately was sworn in as the president, he was saying that the coffers were empty. And then now recently, he's blaming Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga for the high cost of living. Finding people to blame, excuses, finding scapegoats. It appears that's William Ruto's brand of politics. And his foot soldiers are now just trying to copy from the master. That's exactly what is happening here. And it's also very unfortunate that even William Ruto's foot soldiers, they know there is a problem because Gordon Opiyo is just talking about unga, the flour, the high cost of living, commodities prices being high, etc., etc. That's a confirmation that he knows that those prices are going up, but they are not brave enough to tell the king is naked. They are not brave enough to tell the president the truth. They can't face William Ruto and tell him the truth. And now actually those are the people who are also advising the government. Then we are seeing clearly this is a government that will most definitely fail. Ruto's close associates and those in government are not ready, not willing, not brave enough to tell the king things are bad. They are just covering it up that things are good. And now they are blaming the system. That's laughable. And when they blame the system, I take it to mean they're blaming Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga because those are their punch bags. They are now saying that Kenyans never attended that event because of Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga. That's what I'm seeing here. Yeah, so that's also confirmation that Kenyans never approved of William Ruto's election. This election was most definitely decided by one Wafula Chebukati. It's clear Chebukati might have denied Kenyans the leaders they elected. And that's why Kenyans are not even enthusiastic of attending that government function, the first function of a newly elected government. Let me stop it there. But in case you are watching us for the very first time, subscribe, give this video a like. To our fans and subscribers here, I'm very much humble, very grateful for the kind of support you are giving me here. Any person who wants to support this forum, I've pinned my number on the comment section. Contact me through the number or feel free to send a contribution or donation to the number. Let's meet in our next analysis. That post confirms Ruto and his team sensed, or rather they saw, Kenyans gave that Mashujaa Day celebration a wide berth. They also noticed it. So it's not just a hot air kind of a story. Let's meet in our next analysis.